was singing shing-a-ling the summer that we met. You were 10 and 17. How could I forget? All the stars from near and far were watching from above, watching two teenagers fall in love. The way we danced was not a dance, but more a long embrace. We held on to each other and floated there in space. I was shy to kiss you while the whole wide world could see. So shing-a-ling said everything for me. And all the poor old folks, they thought we'd lost our minds. They could not make heads or tails of the young folks' funny rhymes. You and I knew all the words, and we always sang along to old Shamaling Dong Ding, Shamaling Dang Dong. Well, after years and after tears and after summers passed, we held on to each other. Da, 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 da. I don't know the words. Happy Monday, everybody. That is Champy singing along. He knows the words better than I do at this point. Producer Brandon checking in, saying hi. Good day, good day, good day. What's happening? Sometimes these Mondays, it might be a Meltdown Monday, but I don't think it's going to be a Meltdown Monday. But I have a feeling right now that is similar to a feeling I had back in December, January. And, what came after that was, some of these really fancy models and some of the agentic stuff. I have a feeling we're on the cusp of something big again. Kevin Stewart, happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You got the number wrong. It's not 60. That was a rumor. That was, what it was? There were internet trolls, and the internet trolls were like, yeah, he's fucking old. He's fucking 60. And what's amazing about, because of AI now, if you go back and you look up my birth certificate, the trolls got to that too. Like, my birth certificate would agree with that assessment. But look at me. This is not 60. Come on. So anyway, still can't tune my guitar for shit. Keith, hey Kyle, can you show us how you aggregate content about AI for post ideas? Listen, there are no bad questions. That's just a question that built into your question are some assumptions that I have a fucking plan. So I will absolutely tell you how I put my thoughts together for things and what I pay attention to and how I pay attention to it. I'm happy to do that. To be quite honest, the biggest thing Okay, Steve has something for me in Irregulars. The biggest thing that allows me to follow this stuff is just a massive sense of curiosity. Like, I just want to know, like, what's coming, like, what's next, what's coming, how does it work, what's it do, what's it make possible. I'm getting yelled at by my producer. It's very rude. He's saying, switch your cameras, do the black bar. Everyone's annoyed with your life. I just, do I deserve this? No, I'm here. I've got a guitar. I've got 17 chords, 15 songs, and a dog. Wow, this is so out of tune, it's not playable. That's better. A little bit better. Thank you, Kyle. I'm thinking of blog content topics. I appreciate it. I have seen you do it before and like the thing. You know what we'll do? So I'll tell you what we'll do, Kakif. I'll tell you my general how I do it. Like, I'll share my methodology with you. If you're expecting my methodology to have anything resembling an actual methodology, you'll be gravely disappointed, right? No, I don't use Newsomatic. I created Newsomatic. I don't use Newsomatic. I now have a couple of like Brandon will send me stuff. I've got people that send me stuff occasionally. Here, I'll show you what I do. Let me just, I'll share my screen. We'll go look at some stuff. I've got ChatGPT doing some deep research on how to get Sydney produced. So we'll come back to that. This is mainly what I do. So, okay. So I'm on the Twitter. So it's mostly Twitter. And then I'll occasionally, if it's something big, I'll occasionally look at LinkedIn, but it's mostly Twitter. And the key with it is you need to groom you need to prune or groom or garden who you follow. And so what I did when I first started getting into this is, I found people I liked. I know Robert Scoble was way into this stuff. I knew Ethan Mollick was way into this stuff. Paul Raitzer. I'm trying to think who else were some of the early ones. Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, like, players at the major labs. And so I would follow them. And then I forget who told it to me. I don't know. Someone probably younger said, the people that you most respect, go figure out, and Twitter will tell you who they follow. And then so I just spent like a week kind of following people that are followed by people I liked. And then I would pay attention to who posted shit. And then I would go look at who they followed. And so I did that for, I don't know, maybe a month, probably back in 2022. I don't think I've updated it since then. So that's part of it. So part of it is just having, and you can do lists. There's things you can do where you can do searches and save those as, like, I've got groupings of people I follow. Like, here's Gen AI list. But I just basically go to my For You page for the most part. There's Riley. And then what I do is this. And here's the big, if there's a secret that I have, again, like, it's not that much of a methodology. I'll go down and I'll like, there are so many people now doing sensational headlines that I'm starting to recognize if it says, such and such is dead. I just ignore that. If it says Google just released, right? And then I look at what they're talking about, what Google just released. And if Google released it 2 months ago, they didn't just release it. That's just some shithead, right? Because Google just released X, followed by 10 crazy 10 crazy examples. Those are like everyone's copying everyone. So those I just completely ignore. Then what I do, if I see someone like Hater, I like, Slow Developer, I like, here's Retro Punk, I like him. He's an irregular. Timmy is the guy from Runway. Like, you just start to recognize people that post regularly and that you like. And then what I do is, if I see one person post about something, I'll look at it if it's someone I respect, and I'll check it out. If I see 2 or 3, I'm like, there's something here. If I see 10, just in like a single scroll pass, then I'm like, something's up. So most of what I pay attention to, like, I tend to ignore open source, just because I'm not technically comfortable enough to just be filling up hard drives and switching things and maintaining versions, and just all that shit just exhausts me. So I just kind of ignore that. And I figure at some point people are going to use those open source tools to build some cool thing. And a lot of the tools that we use today are that, right? So I figure the open source will take care of itself. I tend to ignore things like iPhone apps and things that are like little small things that are built on top of other people's tech. And then I just pay attention, and often what I'll do, like, there are a couple of people that I watch. Ethan Mollick's one of them. David Shapiro is one of them. Occasionally Robert Scoble. His are usually one-off hits. But like Ethan Mollick and Robert Scoble, or Ethan Mollick and who the hell did I say? Who was the other one I said? Ethan Mollick and David Shapiro. They tend to go on topic benders, right? So like David Shapiro will do 10 things about universal basic income, or post labor economics. And when he's on a bender, something's simmering, right? And Ethan Mollick will often go on a bender, or Ethan Mollick will do 3 pieces of research in a row that are all related. And that, from those 2 in particular, they've got early access to stuff. They're up on this way more than I am. That tends to point me in a direction, and then I'll start looking for what they're talking about. Share the live. Which live? Oh, yeah, we've got shitty numbers here. So do me a favor, if you're here, if you're on YouTube, if you're watching this anywhere, can you send this to your friends? We only have a handful of people here. Danielle, Rockstar, Sharon like a banshee. Love it. Thank you. Thanks for all the cool little, what are all the cool little hearty hearts? We're getting hearts and lipsticks and party favors. What is all that shit? Did I miss a memo from TikTok? Of course you did, Silver Fox. You always do. Wow, we got all sorts of cool new goodies instead of just hearts tonight. So anyway, so that's basically what I do. And then, it's funny. I go through these waves of, I won't post anything, and I'll be like, oh, I don't have any ideas. And then someone will post something, and all of a sudden, just a really clear concept will pop in my head. And sometimes they're small and sometimes they're big. And that's usually when I write an article on LinkedIn. I used to post a lot more about this launched and that launched and that launched. Now I'm much more interested in, did something launch that's actually going to change the game? So I don't know if that helps. Irregulars video. So I got to change tabs. What am I looking for here? Get out of here with your stupid poll. What am I looking for? Steve-O. I don't, maybe I got to reload. Oh, my first attempt at anything other than an image on DALL-E. It was fun to make. Hope it brings a smile. Oh, Champy singing? Okay. All right, here. Let me get it rolling. So it's probably going to launch a new tab. What? Oh, it downloaded it. Oh, I think I can do it without sharing tabs here. Find a night. Every fella's got you in his sight. What you doing with a cloud like me? Surely one of life's little mysteries. So tonight, that's you, Champy. Stars above. Champy, you want to sing with you? Is that you? Listen. What did I do? What did I say? That's awesome. The backup singer there was not great, but the lead dog was good. Pika dropped a new thing. Even Champy is lip syncing is adorable. Yeah, I know, right? That's awesome. Thank you, Steve-O, for that. That was very nice, very nice, very nice. Maybe I'll share that on the Twitter. Oh man. Here's this place I can rest my forehead. Gather my thoughts in sweet silence. This is place where the feelings are dead. From an overexposed to violence. This is place I can slowly face. The only one I truly can know. These are tears from a long time ago. Got these tears from a long time ago. I need to cry 30 years or so. These are tears from a long time ago. You done? You good? Okay, I think Champy's good. So there's two things that I think I want to do tonight. And you could derail me. If you ask a question and I lose my shit on it, cool, we can do that too. or if you come in and troll me in an uncreative way. It's Meltdown Mondays. We just might get some fireworks. Who knows? Oh, Winston. Oh, that's gorgeous. Thank you very much for that. Very generous. Star Map Polaris. Love it. Damn. Dag. So I don't know if you remember Mr. Strawberry. He came out, I don't know, a year or so ago and was hyping up, Feel the AGI and hyping up OpenAI. And then Sam Altman retweeted him, and he annoys the shit out of me because the stuff that he posts is just hypey bullshit. And it often doesn't come true. and it's just hypey bullshit. But he posted something today that looks like he didn't take his meds or he's seen something. And so I want to read it, not because I particularly believe him, but there's something about how it's written that I think is what we're about to experience. And it's kind of nuts. So even if the timeline's different from what he says, I think this is about what we're all about to experience. So that's that. And then the other thing that I thought might be fun to try, and we'll see how fun it is, because this could also be not fun. I got access to Descript's agent, where you can just talk video editing into existence. And I tried it once and it kind of failed on me, and I never really dug deeper. So I thought it might be fun to, sort of talk about the point that he made, or prediction that he made, and what that's going to look like, because I think we need to get ready. And again, I think, the folks that hang out on this channel regularly, we're as prepared for what's coming as anyone. So I think we're fine. But I think shit's going to start getting weird. And then I thought we'd just go play with Descript and I'll just sort of, learn and fail publicly, or learn and succeed publicly. Damn, you and the dog and the guitar make a great trio. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, the doggie's the lead singer. I'm just here backing up the diva, the diva we call Champ. Let me go find this thing, and then once I find it, we can share it. Let's see. I rule. Hold, please. Oh, wait. I responded to him, so I can find it on my thing. Did I respond, or did I reply? I don't think I replied. I'll be with you. Just calm down. Here it is. Okay. All right. So, again, the context here is that the guy, whoever's behind this account, is mostly full of shit. And it's mostly hypey bullshit. And it's got a crypto bro kind of feel to it. So I have a feeling this is someone that's kind of connected with WorldCoin or, World ID or something like that. But I'm just gonna read what he said, and then so take it with a massive grain of salt. And then I'll sort of unpack, at least, this is one of those things where this has me now starting to pay attention to what's coming. So he goes, "It feels quiet, doesn't it? you are not prepared for the next 4 weeks, not at all. And by the way, if you want to see this account, it's I Rule the World MO, as in Master Organization MO. Just spent 6 hours with DeepSeek R2, and I literally can't process what I witnessed. The cognitive architecture is fucking alien. No one is ready to admit the intelligence gap between the last gen models and what's happening now. We're not seeing 2x or 10x jumps anymore. We're seeing whole order of magnitude leaps in capability landscapes that didn't even exist before. There's a good possibility this is horseshit. Jim Ross is now officially in love with Lovable. I'm telling you, Lovable, if you have not played with Lovable.dev, go there right now. And instead of listening to me, just go tell it to make you an application of any kind and watch what it does. If you haven't played with it yet, it's insane. As in Strawberry. Yes, this is Mr. Strawberry is what he was called when he was doing all that. I would snark about Nick's on social media sites, but I'm a C-slug. Okay. I watched it solve 3 impossible math conjectures while simultaneously building a theoretical framework of consciousness. Like, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking, is this just horse shit? This could just be horse shit. Let me keep reading it and then just assume that everything I'm reading is horse shit. Because I do want to talk about it at the end, because I do think that what he's describing here is going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen in the next 4 weeks. I watched it solve 3 impossible mathematical conjectures while simultaneously building a theoretical framework for consciousness transfer that made actual sense, not metaphorical sense, not philosophical sense, engineering specification sense. Researchers in the room were physically shaking. One kept laughing uncontrollably, saying this isn't supposed to be possible yet. O3 Pro and Gemini Ultra are running similar architectures now, and the emergent behaviors between interconnected systems are producing capability spikes that nobody predicted on any timeline. Forget AGI debates. Grok 3 is the only one being somewhat transparent about what's happening under the hood, and even they're downplaying the weirdness by at least 60%. That's a weird number, but like, why is that number there? So again, like, I feel like he might be off his meds. When these systems start self-modifying beyond our ability to trace execution paths, the acceleration curves become actual mathematical singularities, not metaphorical, literal computational explosions that create capabilities no one can predict. And so he goes on, he says this is going to happen in the next 4 weeks. So whether this happens in the next 4 weeks or the next 4 months or even the next 4 years, I do think there's going to be kind of a snap in capability. And I also agree with him that all of the, from what I've experienced over the past year, all of the frontier model companies, they're either copying one another or they're starting to use the AI to improve itself, and it's improving the models in similar ways. But I think we're going to keep seeing this thing where you're going to get one of them release something remarkable, and then you'll have a bunch of very quick follow-ons. So next week is Google I/O, and Google's supposed to be releasing new shit. And everyone else is probably going to launch new shit to counteract that. So what we don't know is anyone going to launch new shit that is actually really game-changing and is kind of a snap function that is way beyond what we have right now? And I don't know. But I just have this simmering feeling like something is coming that is not going to feel we're not going to know what to do with it, is I guess what I'm saying. But you know, fuck, I feel like I don't know what to do with the current tech we have. so there's that. Thoughts, questions? as now that I've read that, don't know Lovable. If you need to go play with Lovable. Hi, Haz. Hello, Stacia. What's happening? I have ranch dressing on my word salad. Copilot lied to my face repeatedly today. Copilot? Yeah. All of these things lie repeatedly. They just do. They're just bad. They're just bad. We're going to so look back on this time and be like, oh, remember when they used to lie? Now they just flat out manipulate. All right. What are we going to do? Maybe we'll go make something Lovable. I have a couple of use cases lined up for Lovable. What should I make in Lovable, you guys that are doing it? Jim Russ, what's something I should make? Hey, Mr. IT, what's happening? I'm doing well. The more I read of that Mr. Strawberry thing, the more I think it's bullshit. So that's why I kind of cooled down on not digging deep on that. I do think that we are going to have, at some point, one of these frontier model companies is going to launch something that's just going to be very different. And then stuff starts to get crazy. All right. Maybe I should tell it to be impatient. Oh, I'm impatient. Bah. Yeah, you can listen. If you're not yelling at your your large language models, you're not doing it right. I yell at them all the time. Tell them they're being idiots. Tell them to dig deeper. Like all the time. I'm like, it just, they're exhausting. They really do give you sort of like the average answer, the average non-shitty answer to every question, unless you trick it into thinking deeper. So, all right, here we are on Lovable. Let's see. What do I want to make here? That what would be fun that I haven't done before? Okay, we'll do this. I want to create a synthesizer. Synthesizer. How do you spell that? Sizer? Yes. I want to create a synthesizer musical instrument that plays like a video game. You know what? We're not gonna architect this here. We're gonna architect this in ChatGPT, because you only have so many hits with Lovable, and so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this new. We're gonna do this with 04 Mini High, which is great at coding and visual reasoning. Or do we want to do 03? Let's do 03. We'll do the big Mac Daddy model. All right. So I want to create a synthesizer musical instrument that plays like a video game. I want it to be very visual, incorporate music theory in a way that the user just benefits from its knowledge, but doesn't need to know theory. The video game component should score you higher as you layer on sounds and beats. Act like a senior product visionary and manager, and let's create a spec for this bad boy or girl. How are you all, my father-in-law? I got my father-in-law to start watching Kyle over the weekend. Sorry about that, father-in-law. But it doesn't get better than this. This is what you're experiencing right now. This is the pinnacle of what this channel is. So if you're expecting more, just don't. Because where it very quickly can devolve is things like this. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just talk about shit with a pink bow on for no reason. Well, mainly the reason is I was told by the woman that gave me this, I'm wearing it wrong. Every headband I've ever worn, this is how you wear it. Apparently, I got woman-splained how to wear a pink bow. Okay? Okay? He and Kyle are the same. Well, that's bad. If you're expecting more, just don't. Oh, my daughter, who writes grants for a nonprofit, had ChatGPT write an entire grant first time. She's pretty excited. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when you do stuff like when someone hasn't had their first Kevin McAllister moment, and if she's in grant writing and this thing just knocked out a fucking grant, yeah, it's, because you got to figure large language models have been trained on all the shit that's been put on the internet. Well, what's shit that's been put on the internet? Every fucking grant application, grant writing course, every grant, right? Every failed grant, every succeeded grant, every analyzed grant, every business school grant. They're all in there. So it knows everything. So that's a great use case where it's just going to be really good at that shit. All right. O3 thought for 3 seconds. It's called Synth Quest, a gamified visual synthesizer experience. Product vision. Invent the first play it like Mario, sound like Brian Eno instrument. That's brilliant. Play it like Mario, sound like Brian Eno instrument. Players sculpt beats and melodies by jumping, sliding, power-up stacking audio layers. Under the hood, we enforce solid voice leading harmonic rhythm and modal interchange. I don't even know what the fuck that is. TikTok pin. Yeah, if you're expecting more, don't. Well, welcome to the AI Learning Lab, where ain't no one learning and ain't much AI. If you're expecting more, don't. All right. Invent the first, play it like Mario, sound like Brian Eno instrument. That's a fucking marketing scheme right there, isn't it? Players sculpting. Okay, under the hood, we enforce solid voice leading harmonic rhythm and modal interchange. So whatever they do sounds legit, but the player only sees colors, shapes, and points climbing. Target personas: the bedroom producer, streamer Sam, the music ed mentor, core gameplay and UX loops, invisible theory engine, circle of fifths, world map ring, warp pipes modulate keys. Okay. Voice leading rules. It auto renders collect. Okay. It doesn't fucking matter. This is already above my head, just in the product description. This is unbelievable. Oh, yeah, base game. Okay, so wait. Okay. This is great. You can pull out the marketing stuff for now and the timeline stuff. I want you to write this as a product spec, assuming we can just make it happen. Order, let's see. I'll be using an AI vibe coding app to execute it. So I just need it very well articulated. Make sure that the gameplay and visuals are world class. Don't get lost in the geeky music shit. All right, fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. He hasn't won anything. This is not a game show, right? La di di di, li di 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 di. Create the first game feel synthesizer. Wait, okay, we're gonna go steal the product vision. So we're gonna pop that into Lovable. Boom. Then we're gonna come back over to ChatGPT. We're gonna scroll on down to the bottom here. End of spec. Oh, Jesus. Gameplay, note router, Unity render loop, theory engine. Good Lord. I wonder if can I copy all this together? I bet I can. All right, fine. So here we're going to go. All right, purpose and North Star. Audio requirements, less than 10 milliseconds. All right, here we go, people. Boom. This is a big fucking complicated ass thing. Paste. Make it. Oh, sign in. Damn it. Shut up. You know, what does he have any qualifications? What are his qualifications? Does he have any qualifications? Is he a professor? He seems like an atypical. If he's a professor, he seems atypical. He doesn't seem like he knows anything. Is that this is what you do here? Huh. It's a novel approach to education. I mean, it takes my breath away. It's just a la da dee 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 dee. All right, we're off. Spinning up the preview. Okay, so now it's gonna do its shit. This is vibe coding. If you haven't seen vibe coding before, it's like come up with an app idea and tell it to go make it. And then it does shit, and then it works or it doesn't. He got a certificate from a cereal box. Yeah, but I lost the cereal box before I cut the certificate off it. That's the problem. Nobody else hear that? Hear what? Joker, are you hearing those voices again? you gotta get off the ether there, buddy. We're off like a herd of turtles. Oh man. All right, what's it doing? What are we doing here? La da da dee 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 dee. Too many mushrooms? Exactly. Exactly. Duty Free Designs, World Bazaar. I like it. Solid name. Solid name. Okay, I'm excited to create this innovative music game hybrid that combines performer mechanics with audio-visual synthesia. The concept blends the tactical feel of Mario platforming with Brian Eno's ambient soundscapes in a way that makes music creation intuitive and visceral. Drawing inspiration from games like Rez, Audio Surf, and Hi-Fi Rush, I envision a colorful, fluid experience where movement directly translates to music, with vibrant visuals responding to every note. The cel-shaded neon aesthetic will, with particle effects, will certainly will create synesthetic connection between sound and visuals. For the first version, I'll implement basic platformer mechanics, sound generation, visual feedback, theory engine. Cool. I'll use vibrant color palette and neon stuff. All right. It's making shit now. Now, if you haven't played with Lovable before, like what it's doing right now, I think, can we go look at open preview and tab? Yeah, here's all the code it's writing. So see this little block over here to the left? This little thing right here, it's got the little code. It says writing the code. So if you click on that, here's all the code it's writing. So here's index.tsx, game context, a lot of game context. Then audio context. If you've never coded before, you can just ignore this shit. But if you're like curious, like a good way to learn coding is watch what these things are doing. They're doing it way fast, way fast and way competent. The intro overlay, configure, oh, spinning up preview. We just went on to our next thing. So it created whoa. Whoa. All right. What do we got? Error. Try to fix it. Vibe coding, baby. Kyle, this is Mr. IT. Trapped in my tablet in my other TikTok account. Duty Free Designs is not really a duty-free design shop. Well, it might be, but it's Mr. IT. So it's an irregular. Okay. Harmonic jumper. Create beautiful music through movement. Jump and collect orbs. Okay, arrow keys to move. Okay. Space or up arrow to jump. Collect sound orbs to create melodies. Land on platforms to trigger beats. Oh, error. Try to fix. Damn it. Start creating. Ooh. Didn't work. Okay. We're facing an issue with the context provider router. Use audio context must be used with an audio provider. All right, it's fixing it. But look, we got neon glowy shit. Harmony. See if we can get something working here. So does Lovable make apps? Yes, Lovable makes web apps. So this is important. A web app can only run in a web browser. I guess you could probably do some sort of container where you run it on the desktop, but it's basically just it's running in a browser. That doesn't mean it's not valuable and powerful, right? Because there's all sorts of ways, all sorts of apps that we use are just web apps. But if you want to make like a native iPhone app, you can't do that on it. Or if you want to make a native standalone Mac OS X app, it's not doing that. So it's basically making web apps, which the advantage of that is that it can run the thing it writes right in your browser while you code it. Web apps only. Yep, exactly. Can our main character be a turtle? Yes, we'll do that. Start creating. Okay. Okay. The main character should be a turtle. And when I try to move, the main character disappears. Also, there are only dots on a grid, and it doesn't feel like a video game. Make the gameplay better. Start jumping, Kyle. Yeah. Oh, let me reload this, and then maybe we can reload. Let me jump first. Start creating. No, I can move right and left, but then it disappears. The issue seems to be with the character disappearing and the overall game not feeling engaging enough. Let's fix that. Let's. But anyway, like, even if this didn't work, like the fact that it like just understood the game, spun this up, did the splash screen, did all the other stuff. It's just crazy. And again, what you need to do is do what Jim Ross did with this, is like, just play with it. Try to make an app for your business, or try to make an app for your, I don't know, recipe organizing. Whatever you want to fucking do. Your obsessive compulsive seed organizing by time of season for planting. Whatever. What Chimp, what do you want? Oh, you want to go out because you hear people out there and you want cheese now? Is that what's going on? Yeah. You a cheese eater? Hold, please. We'll let that thing keep writing. Come on. Still writing. All right, let's go over to Deco here while that thing's working. Let's do some chat ADD here, shall we? I hear people and I want cheese too. Nice site, by the way. You can't do anything while it's working. Yeah, I know. It's a drag. Okay, wait. So I'm going to go to Deco here. Not Deco here. Descript. Descript. Web.descript.com. And if you haven't seen Descript is a very weird, though very powerful AI video editing tool. What's weird about it is you upload a video and it transcribes it, and you kind of just interact with the script of the transcript of what people say. But they've now added an agent to it that you can just ask it to do shit, and it does it. Dropping you something in Irregulars. Very nice. Why is this taking so long to load? Let me just go to descript.com. This was web.descript.com, so something's up. Well, it's fucked up again. Reload that. Okay. Well, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, turtle is fine. The background star noise is distracting and not musical. So let's kill it. The left and right just jump the turtle to opposite sides of the screen. Up arrow doesn't work. It doesn't scroll. In fact, it sucks. Make it playable. So, yeah, tabs for audio outside of TikTok. Yep. Dropped you something in Irregulars. All right, let's go look at Irregulars while we're at it. Well, that thing's working. New activity. Archetypal architect. What are your qualifications? Yeah, I see what you did there. You see that? That was for Steve-O. Certified AI consultant. Karen, thank you for sharing the live. Much appreciated. If you haven't shared the live and want to share it and annoy some people in your life, that would be a good thing. Now's the time to do it. If you have people in your life, or if you're one of them that are actively ignoring this AI shit, you got to knock that shit off. Like, seriously, it's getting serious now. If your friends are like, I don't care about AI. AI is evil. I don't know why you like that AI. They got to get their shit together. They got to fucking snap out of it. Because this stuff's coming. And you want to know the dirty little secret about all the bitter people about AI? I promise you, they're going to be the ones that fall the hardest, where they're just like, oh my God, it's so amazing. I didn't realize it could do that. I just thought it was evil, but now that I use it, wow. It's going to be a lot of that going on. So anyway, yeah. Dennis referred you. Great. Awesome. Welcome. So, okay. So if there are some new folks here, my name's Kyle Shannon. This is a Neurospicy friendly channel. So I have lots of issues, conditions, ADHD being the primary one. I am also hopelessly optimistic and encouraged by generative AI and what's coming. Most of the people that are really angry about this, in my experience, haven't used it. So there's a lot of people on soapboxes that are on the sidelines. So I don't care if you're on a soapbox, but if you're on a soapbox and you don't know anything about what these tools actually do and how they work and what the issues really are, then I don't want to fucking hear it. Because not for nothing, this is the kind of purpose of the channel, and I'll get to the AI Salon in a second. The purpose of the channel is not to judge AI one way or the other. My opinion about whether AI is good or bad, or your opinion about whether AI is good or bad, is completely independent of the fact that it's here and it's not going away. So what this channel is about is the basic premise of the channel is, if AI is not going away and if its capabilities are accelerating, which they are, what are we going to do about it? How do you learn? How do you keep up with it? I've been trying to keep up with it for 2 years, 2.5 years. It's absolutely impossible. You cannot keep up with it. Okay, so what do you do with that? How do you build? What do you do? How do you incorporate this in your business? How do you incorporate this in your job? How do you incorporate it in your family? I don't know. So what we do here is we just hang out 5 nights a week. So I come in generally around 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And I just go for about 2 hours and just ramble. So it's like chat ADD or chat TMZ when we're doing speculation about what's coming. And then sometimes I'll play with stuff. Sometimes I'll teach stuff if I know it. Sometimes I'll experiment with things and just watch it fail over and over again. It's so sad that it's the 20-somethings that are the most opposed to it. Well, so here's the thing, archetypal architect. The fucking education system told them that if they used it, they'd be kicked out of school. So the Gen Zers and the Gen Alpha-ers have basically been educated that AI is cheating. And so they're not using it. It's fucking inexcusable. It's fucking inexcusable. Anyway, good for us Gen Xers. Gen Xers are kicking ass with, and elder millennials are kicking ass with AI because we got to experience what happened with the World Wide Web and how that changed everything, right? And now with AI, we're like, holy shit, this is a fucking 1,000 times more powerful than what the World Wide Web was. And look what that did. Plus, we're also just ornery pricks where it's like, we just want to fuck some stuff up. And AI is the perfect thing to do that, right? It is shattering, it's going to shatter everything we do. Every way of working is going to be completely upended and transformed. And who gets to benefit from that are the curious. That's what this channel is about. Okay, so go to the AI Salon. Brandon had the address up earlier, the Salon.ai. Scroll down a little bit and click on Join Our Community. And that'll take you over to the active community. There's about 3,000 people that are there that are AI optimists and adventurers and people trying to figure this stuff out. And it's a remarkably generous community. And so if you go there, the second step, we ask you to basically, come in, take a look at what we're about. Step 2, introduce yourself. So I would strongly encourage you, go to the salon and introduce yourself. And if you're like, but I don't know anything about AI and just someone told me to come here and I think you're kind of weird and I don't even know why I'm here, but I'm still here and this is stupid and you don't have any qualifications. Yeah, all that. Go in there anyway and introduce yourself and just say that. Just say, I don't know what I'm doing with AI, but it seems like something I should do. Great. It's a very welcoming community. And if you know what's going on with AI, get in there and share what you're learning. As you start figuring this stuff out, start sharing it. And in fact, one of the things we talk about in the salon, actually the first thing we talk about in the salon, is what we call the AI Readiness Cycle, which is play first, mindfully create, generously lead. Play with AI. Why do I act like an idiot in here? Because everyone's taking AI so fucking seriously. Lighten up, people. Sure, it's going to decimate the job market, but let's have fun on the way. There's actually some seriousness behind the play first, though, and that is this. Everything is moving so fast, and there is so much, and it is so insanely powerful that you can't right now, if you haven't been playing with this AI stuff, you can't right now even imagine what's now possible that wasn't possible 2 years ago. Like literally couldn't do it. It is mind-shattering what is now possible. And so one of the best ways to do it is get in a community like the salon and just start playing. And as you're playing, you'll learn some shit. You'll learn, oh, I can make like a really cool song on Suno, and I can make really cool images on Midjourney or ChatGPT. And oh, I can write a marketing plan. I didn't think I could write a marketing plan. It does a whole marketing plan? Well, I bet it can't write social media copy. Oh my God, it wrote social media copy. Like you will just, what we call them your Kevin McAllister moments, right? From Home Alone. Have some of those. And then mindfully create is once you've learned a couple of things, now go, oh, okay, let me try to do this thing for my business, or do this thing for my mom, or do this thing for my uncle who wants to start a business. Maybe I can do that, right? That's the mindfully create. Try to actually use AI to do something once you play with a pile of tools. And then generously lead is about teaching what you're learning. So here's the constant that I see in the salon is that people consistently undervalue their contribution. So they're like, well, I'm like really into gardening, and like all I did was use ChatGPT to come up with an automatic gardening thing, and it's not that big a deal. Well, to people that are not into gardening, it's a pretty big fucking deal. It's gardening season. Maybe they want to get out and garden, right? So you teach people what you're learning, and then someone else will go, oh, I never would have thought about it like that. That's what this community is all about. And as you then share that, people give you feedback. Oh, here's a thing I did. And then you're like, oh, that's inspiring. Let me go try that. You get back to play, right? You just keep doing that. And if you keep doing that, you will win. You will win. Whatever the next 5, 10, 20 years is going to bring is going to require nimbleness, curiosity, adventure, adaptability, judgment, curation. It's not going to require taking a class in prompt engineering. It's not going to require, I've got to learn Python. It's not going to require, I've got to go back to school for music theory. All of that's out the window. Everything that you thought you couldn't do in your life, you either now can do, or you will very shortly be able to do anything. Well, I always did want to be a quantum physicist. Okay, you can probably do that now. And like a year from now, you'll have like a research lab of like 1,000 PhD level quantum physicists working for you. So you want to prove that the earth is flat and it actually lives on the head of a pin in some 1870s tailor shop? Cool. Go prove it. We all get to reinvent who we are and what we do. We all get to ask ourselves the question. This is the thing I'm most excited about with AI. If I could do anything, like period, if I could do anything, if I could accomplish anything, if I had the skills to do anything, what would I choose to do? What difference do I want to make in the world? And then you can go do that. Now, right now, because we're so early, you have to go play with all these tools and figure all this shit out. That's where all the opportunity is. So, welcome. I love philosophical nights. Double tapping on my tablet and my phone. Thank you very much. All right, where were we? We were at Lovable. Let's see if Harmonic Jumper is back. It already wants to refactor code. I've made several improvements. Start the adventure. Error, try to fix it. All right, that's broken. Back to Descript. Loading is taking longer than normal. You think? I don't know what's up with Descript. Maybe they're redoing their servers. Descript. Sign in. Yeah, it seems to be broken. It seems to be broken. Oh, the other thing that I thought would be cool to experiment with, I saved in my little, my little this thing. Yeah, let's go look at this thing. Go back to Lovable and refactor files it suggested. You didn't read the bottom. Oh, fine. What did it say? The issue was with the function. Oh, okay. Refactor. Can I do both of these? No. All right. It's off. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky serves as my second brain. Brandon serves as my put the black tab there for the TikTok people. You'll have to learn to create video for starters. What's new in the AI space? Well, good Lord. Let's see. Deep research in OpenAI right now can now export PDFs, fully formatted PDFs. So is that what this is? No, that was that one. Hang on. Innovative pathways to Broadway. So if I click share, download as PDF. Let's see what it does if it formats it nicely. Launching a new musical and shepherding it to Broadway has traditionally been a lengthy, high-cost endeavor. The traditional path versus recent changes. You know what I'm going to tell this thing? I'm going to say, listen, motherfucker. I'm going to say, have you met me? I have ADHD and a wall of text makes my eyes cross. It feels like homework. Use bullets and catchy techniques to keep me interested. Again, one of the best things you can do with AI is just tell it what you don't like. If it gives you something shitty, just tell it. This is a new thing. If you're not paying attention to this stuff, about a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, ChatGPT now has long-term memory. So it now can remember all of your previous chats. So you can say, based on what you know about me, what are some ideas that we've talked about that I never, that I only mentioned once? And it'll go find them and bring them back. It'll make some up too, which is frustrating, but Runway now has a thing called references, which is pretty flippin' cool. Descript now has an agent that's in beta testing. GenSpark is fucking crazy. It's kind of like Manus, but slicker. I don't know if it's as robust, but it's pretty slick. Pretty slick. Look, I got tables and bullets for my marketing plan. Yay. Now I'm going to turn on deep research again. I'm going to say, this looks very top line. Now, deeply research exactly what I should do and who I should talk to. Make it a world-class plan that will change Broadway forever. All right. So AI is off working for me now. If you haven't played with the O3 model in ChatGPT, it's fucking insane. Oh, I've got to answer questions for it. Hang on, please. Hold, please. One. What's the current state of your musical? Script and soundtrack finished. 2. What kind of support do you already have? A co-writer and some interested producers and theaters, but nothing concrete. 3. Are there specific cities you plan to launch from, like Denver? Are you open to digital first? Prefer New York City, but open to digital first, since we use AI as a collaborator already. Oops, I didn't do the other questions. Whatever. Now it's going to go. What were the other questions? Do you want help finding? All right, so that's off now. So it basically goes into thinking mode and just starts searching the web and thinking and reasoning and doing all of its shit. Speaking of reasoning, how are we doing here? Error, build unsuccessful. Try to fix it. I probably, for the purposes of this channel, shouldn't have created an ambitious genre smashing music synthesizer that plays like a video game. we could have gone with a game of Frogger and know that we'd have gotten somewhere with it. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Yes, join the Salon.ai. It's free. Lots of people in there to help and share. Yep, it's great people. It's great people. It's also great people in here. If you're new to this channel, whether you're watching it on YouTube or LinkedIn or X or on TikTok, just keep coming back night after night. We do this regularly. Although next week's going to be fucked up. I'm in New York and New Jersey. New York and New Jersey. I fixed the type mismatch errors by properly handling the note value within the collect orb function. Thank goodness. Let me reload this. Ooh. Uh-oh. Everything flies immediately off screen. Vibe coding. What kind of video is that? What kind of video is what? What I was just looking at? Yeah, there's lots of people that are good with video. You got the high score though. Try preview. Oh, maybe, yeah. Let's try preview. Yeah, she's done broke. Can't get there from here. Mm-hmm. I fixed the issue where everything flies off screen. I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, you fixed it. Wait. Okay. You need to establish platformer levels, and the turtle needs to start at the beginning and go right. you know, like a game. Next year I'll get AI to make my own smartphone OS. It'll be better than iOS. It can't be worse than iOS right now. iOS has just turned into the biggest pile of dog shit. It's so bad. It really is bad. It's the only thing worse than it is OS X. Like Apple has just they apparently Apple needed an asshole CEO that just was relentless with people. Like it can't go out until it's brilliant. No one's doing that anymore, and hence the result. Not to mention, it sounded like Uncle Bob after Thanksgiving dinner. Run. All right. Thanks, Tim Apple. Exactly. Let's go to Runway. Oh, so this is what I wanted to show you. Oh, here. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay. So there's the image that Runway generated. There's the storyboard. Scene layout. Tom, Brad, happy, sad. Tom, Brad, happy. I don't know if it's sad, but at least, you know, like he's trying to hold in a fart. Characters. Tom and Brad. It's so funny. Every time I see Brad Pitt, I'm like, wait a minute. Is that me? Am I looking in the mirror? Shut up. And then here's what they're wearing. So, and then there's what they're wearing. So, like, it can do this now. Well, this post claims it can do it. So let's just go ahead and steal. We'll just steal their storyboard. Copy image. Oh, no, that's image address. Copy image. And let's go to Runway. Oh, it's so funny. All right. References testing. Wait. How do I do new? Gen 4 for image and video. Okay, here's our test. So let's get rid of these things. How do we get rid of them? With that? No. Oh, I see. Okay. Can I paste? Back. Paste? No. Damn it. All right. So save image as scene. Save that to the desktop. I guess we can go. I'm just trying to figure out how much photoshopping I actually want to do. Oh, I guess we'll do some fucking work. It's 9:23. See, this is a fucking rabbit hole. Hi, Champy. What's up? You got your cheese? You back to bug me now? Sit down. Lay down. Lay down. Do you want to sing again? You want to sing again? You're wagging your tail? You want to sing? You ready? I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased alone. You don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and a major lift, baffled king composing, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. You're not into it. You were just faking me out. Go lay down. Go lay down, you big fatso. That dog is fat. I don't know if you knew that. That dog is large, Marge. Okay. Yes, I'm fat shaming my dog. I grew up at a time where that was allowed. Okay. All right. you people with your treating people with dignity. I don't know how to do that. Okay. All right, scene layout's going to be that. Let's go grab another picture. We're going to go back over here. We're going to go grab, we'll grab this one. Clothes. Let's get rid of Tom and Brad. And then maybe we'll go find some cooler clothes. All right, who should we go? Who should we put in this? Let's put Anne Murphy. Hang on. Since we're already besmirching her reputation with AI, let's keep that tradition up. She's on vacation, so she can't defend herself unless they have Wi-Fi at the fancy resort she's going to. Okay. Where did I have her picture last? I had it in Runway, didn't I? We can go get it there. Copy image. All right. Paste. Oh, it's too small. That's all right. We can scale that shit up. All right. Tom, no. All right. Anne Murphy. Boom. Done. We could put her with Brad Pitt, but that seems too, it's not appropriate. It's just not appropriate. I think who she needs to be with. Let's see. Let's see. Who would be good? She's tall. Any ideas? She's smoking right now. Willem Dafoe. Okay, that's good, Silver Fox. Silver Fox is always there with the brilliant Willem Dafoe images. And we gotta get the right Willem Dafoe. It can't be when he was handsome. No, that's not the we won't make him that ugly, but let's see which Willem Dafoe is the question. Gotta be one where he was out on a bender. Let's see, Willem Dafoe paparazzi. Let's get him when he looks like shit. Come on. Oh, is that Willem Dafoe? That looks like Dennis Leary. Or Dennis, Leary. Willem Dafoe. All right, bearded Willem Dafoe. This is good. Right? Oh, for fuck's sake. Everything's a fucking sales funnel. There we go. All right. So here's Willem Dafoe. This is the one we're going to use. This is who Anne's going to be in her little scene with. Hey, if any of you tell her that I'm doing this, that would be inappropriate and rude. It would be rude of you to do that. All right, now we go back over to Photo Slop. Paste that bad boy in there. Let's chop off part of that. All right, so we cover up. All right, so now we're going to change some. Wait, I got to go to this layer. I got to pull this shit out, kill it. Oh my God, this is exhausting. You see why I didn't want to do this? Everything's a fucking production. Da-da-da, da-da-da, and then this is, we're going to call him Billy. Okay, so we got Ann and Billy. Now, so what else do we need? We need their clothes. And then what was the other thing? We had the layout. All right, so we're going to make Ann sad and Billy happy. Okay, so this is going to be Ann. And this is going to be Billy. All right, so we got that. That's good. Now we need clothing. All right, back to the Google. Let's see. Couture dress. Let's get something fundamentally ridiculous for Anne. Oh, well, let's see. There we go. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. All right. There's Ann. We got to resize that bad boy. Is anyone still here? If you're wondering what this channel's all about and why anyone watches it, I don't know either. Okay. And then what are we going to put Billy in? I think Billy needs to go in like a gas station. Let's see. Gas station jumper uniform. Yeah, here we go. That's good right there, right? Yeah. That looks like Billy Defoe. If one of the questions you're asking yourself is this channel really just an opportunity for Kyle to entertain himself? Yes. That is exactly what this channel is. Okay. So now we need some letters. So this is Billy. And this is Ann. Okay. And then did we need one other thing? I think we might have needed one other thing. Oh, no, that's just the output. Okay, so we've got our three things, right? Okay, beautiful. Back to Photoshop. So we're going to do export as PNG. So this is clothes. To the desktop, clothes. If you're new here, pro file management tip, save all of your files loose to the desktop with completely generic names you'll never be able to find again. You're welcome. All right. Export quick PNG. This is characters. All right. Fantastic. And then this is scene layout. Export. Quick export is, so let's call this scene. Okay, back to Runway. Anybody have any questions? Have I lost anyone? Is anyone still here? This is why the irregulars show up night after night to defend our reputations. Yeah, exactly. You go on vacation as an irregular, this shit's going to happen to you. So, yeah, get over it. All right, here we go. So we're going to upload desktop, scene, character, clothes. And then we're going to say Anne and Billy sit in a horse-drawn carriage in Central Park, New York City. I guess I'll just say follow the image guidance. I guess. All right, we're going. We're off. Generative AI? Yes, that's what we're doing here. So this channel is primarily about generative AI, not about weights and embeddings and math. Not the guy. There are people in here who are really good at that. I'm not the guy, though. I talk about generative AI. How are we using these tools? Why did that not generate? What's going on? Oh, generating. Here we go. Oh, okay. We're going to have two sets. And B, what's happening? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, these are almost done. Let's see how lovely they are. Come on. Come on, Runway. You can do it. Up. Oh my God. It's too perfect. It's too perfect. Is the processing time based on their server or yours? It's all theirs. I'm not doing anything locally. So on this channel, I tend to just ignore open source, not because I don't love it and think it's important. I just don't have the attention span for it, the attention to detail for it, the hard drive space for it, the computational resources for it. And I also just feel like, about the time I'll get something up and running, it'll just have moved on to the next technology. So basically what I do is I focus on the commercial big players, like who are the ones that are the least waste of anyone's time, and that's what I focus on. The fact that we have this level of coherence right now is actually kind of mind-blowing to me. Look at Anne, all sad. Frozen. Why are they sitting so far apart? Because she wore her dress and he came out in a fucking. Look, he looks giant. She looks teeny. Oh my God, this is good. This is so good. Okay, there's one where she's really pouting. Let's see. That it's sitting really far apart. Although the carriage looks fucked up there. Let's see. There she's pretty pouty. All right. Okay. So now we're going to make a movie. Hey, Joy, how long have you been here? Have you seen this? Oh, I'm buffering. Oh, that sucks. Leave her alone. Is this generated locally? No, this is generated. This is RunwayML. So app.runwayml.com. They have this new thing called references, and you can put references in that do things like put her on the right, him on the left, her sad, him happy. Just got here. Okay, so here's what we did. So I went on Twitter, and someone had this with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. And so here's the scene layout, right? So the person on the left is happy, the person on the right is sad. It's Billy on the left and on the right. So it did that. Then I said, here's what the people are wearing, right? Billy's wearing the mobile gas shirt and she's wearing this big ass fancy dress. And then, it's Willem Dafoe and Anne Murphy are the sources. All right. And then we went, it just fucking did it. So Joy, for you in particular, the character coherence here is insane. Oh my God, this is hilarious and awesome, isn't it? Well, now we're going to make it into a movie. Let's see. So we're going to go. All right. Camera tracks with carriage as it rolls through Central Park. The man is laughing and the woman is pouting. So naughty and fun. Dragonfly Alchemy. What does Anne have to say about it? She's probably crying laughing. She's on vacation. So what I inadvertently did, so when I first started testing this reference thing, I did it first in Midjourney. And in Midjourney, it kind of sucks. It's not really good. And so then I came to Runway, and I had a picture of Anne from when we were setting up the podcast, and so I just grabbed it and threw it into Runway with two photos I've taken. One of a photo of clouds that I took, and one of this motel. And so I put the clouds, the motel, and her in the picture, and it fucking came up with that. And then we turned it into a video, and it made this. Wait, hang on. This is fucking hilarious. Now, that might seem random, right? And it might seem like glitchy, like no one can hold that much smoke in their lungs, but it's like, have you ever partied with her? You don't know. Maybe she's a toker. All that white smoke. The next day, we had a new pope. I'm not saying Anne had anything to do with it. I'm just saying she blew white smoke from her cigarette, got a new pope the next day. All right? New pope. All right, let's see if we have a video yet. 61%. We're almost there. It's going to be so good. Did Lovable make our game yet? Our game thing? Nope. Oh, wait. Nope. Ah, damn it. Got nothing, people. Why are they sitting so far apart? Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I think I'm going to text her this. Oh, it's so good. I'm a bad man. Uh-oh, I'm not charging my phone, and my phone's about to die. That would be awkward. He didn't even say goodbye. All right, here we go. Here we go, people. Do we have comedy gold? AI weirdness? What is it? It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. We got to download this. Oh God. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right. Can we, does it allow, oh, restyle. That's interesting. Use frame. Oh, interesting. All right. Let's go here. We'll go here. Oh, yeah. That's, oh, you can't see any of that. Oh, could you not see any of that? Hang on. Billy has a comment. Yeah, I know. Billy said something at the end there, didn't he? Hang on a sec. Let's see. Maybe Anne. Okay. Okay, this is good. I'm just, what you can't see right now is I am texting our friend. Here, and I'll put the message, oops, it happened again. I didn't know you and Willem were so close. That's comedy right there, people. I am telling you, that is comedy gold. Comedy gold. I know. Oh my God, so funny. We still can't see. She may not be your friend for long if you keep this up. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. So listen, I said this before. We'll just keep watching this because it's awesome. I said this before when I was talking about the AI Salon. If you're new here, I said play first. Remember when I said play first? No, I don't remember that. When did you say play first? I wasn't here, so how could I have heard that if I wasn't here? As stupid as this was, as silly as this was, we learned something really important tonight. Like Joy Purdy is a full-on filmmaker and now knows that this is possible. Like this is a level of control that we haven't had in AI before. And it's kind of crazy, right? I wouldn't have gotten to this if I wasn't just dicking around. Like I wouldn't know how to do this if it was any good, right? You know, there's something about having someone that you know, like I know enough what she looks like. She at least starts out looking like her. She kind of morphs into someone else by the end, but that's bonkers. This is the stage we're at. I could probably, you could probably put this into another lip syncing tool and give him dialogue. I've had students wanting consistent characters all year. There you go. Well, they exist. It exists now. The guy following them has some rhythm. Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? I think he looks like he recognizes Willem Dafoe. He's paparazzi. This guy back here. That's great. Billy cheers her up at the end. Yeah, she does. She gets a little happier at the end. She can't help him. He's lovable. I'm going to do this, Kyle. Yeah, like this is crazy. This is crazy. Zoom in on the guy following. Can I zoom in? I don't think I can. Hang on. Maybe I can here. Hang on. There's the guy following. Upscale, enhance. Exactly. Oh man. All right, good people. It is late. Oh, 9:49. No, we're sort of right on time. You could totally add a soundtrack. Yeah, you could do soundtrack, you can do music, you can put dialogue in there. Again, people. If you think that any job is safe from transformation, you're wrong. Like, this stuff has gotten so good in the past 6 months, like all of it, large language models, coding tools, video tools, image tools. Like, the image coherence within ChatGPT at this point is insane. But this is image generation within RunwayML, which is a video model. But this image coherence, we've never had this before, where you could put in like layouts of how you want to arrange things. It's just bonkers. Just bonkers. Anyway. All right. Maybe that's Billy's agent. Billy. I prefer William. Yeah, whatever, Billy. Listen. What did you do to piss her off so much? All right, Keith's off to bed. Good night. I'm gonna get off to bed too. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I don't think we have anything tomorrow, do we? Tomorrow night? No. So we'll be here tomorrow, same time, same bat time, 8 p.m. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. We're trying to build our user base over there, our subscription base over there, in case TikTok flies the coop, which it is, and it isn't, and then it is, and then it isn't. So go subscribe over there so you can not miss. You wouldn't want to miss a minute of one of these, would you? No. All right. Cool. Groovy. All right. Peace out, everyone. Have a good Monday night, and I will see you tomorrow.